What's up, everybody? It's me, Michael Magneto 7 Crawford, and I'm here to invite you to get my book, Playbook to Production, Volume 1. This book discusses the fundamentals of how to become a music producer in today's industry. It covers things like how to monetize your music, how to stand out amongst the crowd, even how to pick the proper gear. If you want to be serious about becoming a music producer today, cop that book. Peace.
NEDO.
Hey. Yeah, I know, right? Yo, that's all we get. That's all, every week, bro. That's all we get, bro. That's all we doing every week, bro. So, welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE PODCAST. I am the host, the one, the only. Who am I?
Magneto 7.
Magneto 7 in this bitch. I had to say it. Okay, I had to say it.
That's all we get through.
And my co-host,
Sean J.
Hey! Yo, I've been waiting for a minute now to get this man on the pod because when I tell you, this boy kicking his shit. And okay, YouTube, I promise you, I'm not going to say but so many more cuss words.
We get one more. That was two.
That's two. They keep trying to censor us, so we going to go along with it because, you know, we need the monetization.
Is YouTube really doing that? Or is it?
Oh, no, everybody doing it. They doing it. But anyway, welcome. This is episode, I don't know. But we got the special guest in the building. Hold up, bro. The number one shooter. The number one shooter. The one with the cornrows. Number one killer. Corr Kendricks in the building. How you feeling, bro? How you
what
feeling,
up,
bro?
though, baby? What's good?
Hey, man, listen. I've been wanting to get you on the pod for a minute. We've been going back and forth. Sean don't know you. Look, the funny thing is, like, okay, Sean is like the whitest of the white, right? so he don't know black culture. He don't even know about Snowfall. That's all.
Until you showed it. I watched 2 episodes.
So that means you ain't watched Boys in the Hood.
Did you watch Boys in the Hood?
No. You gotta make me a list.
He's fired.
Yo,
him out here.
Yo, he said we gotta make him a list. But
crazy.
It helps offset the energy, you know, cause I'm hella black. You know, he white. It's a good blend.
Right.
But you know, I turned him on to the show last week, and he was just like, oh, "That's a pretty good show." Like, it's like, no, that's like, no. This is one of them. Yeah. So, for those that don't know, who is Corr Kendricks, man?
Corr Kendricks is, man, that's a good question. Corr Kendricks is a talented father.
Okay.
Spiritual man, a husband, man, a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Solid 10 toes on the ground. Yeah, understand me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so I didn't meet Corr Kendricks, and I ain't gonna. That's probably the last time I'm gonna say your last name. Just letting you know.
Yeah, I got you.
You might be Bro Corr. So the first time I met him was through an associate. I don't know if I want to dispose of that name right now.
Yeah, expose the name. Who was it?
No, we cool.
It's all love. You already know.
It is. But Bone turned me on to Corr. We had a session out in, I think that was in Smyrna or something when you were down here. And
I don't even know where it was. I know it was down there though.
But first, when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, you hella tall. Like you must be a baller. Like, yeah, you must be a baller." And you know, you gonna try to do music? Like last time I saw a baller do music, it wasn't all that good. But anyway, he got on the mic. I don't even think you hadn't got on the mic. You played some of your records, and I was like, "Yo, this okay." Last cuss word promise. This motherfucker right here. Yo, he's fire. Like no Sean, like fire. Like fire for real. So
appreciate it, bro.
I was introduced to him through music, and I was like, okay, yeah, we got to keep working. We've kept in contact since then. And then voila, all of these shows start popping up. So I'm like, he an actor? I didn't even know that. Like, yo, he's dope. He's dope. Hella dope. So
Appreciate you.
that's how I was introduced to him. And like he said, he is a stand down, 10 toes down, as we like to say. And bro, I think it's interesting where you are now, career wise. Where did this start? Like, did you start in music? Did you start in athletics? What was what?
Honestly, the music started when I was like 11 or 10. I always did my dad was a DJ.
Okay.
Speaking of my dad, he just passed away a week ago. So I've been dealing with that. But he was a DJ, and my mom had all his records, and she would just play the records. And I just sit in front of the speaker, rocking out to every record. James Brown, all the classics. Like he had records basically that will fill up an entire room. You know what I mean? All the way up to the cellar. So playing records and, just me being older, getting into instruments, playing the trombone, playing I could play the piano a little bit, not too good with that. But the trombone and the trumpet, I'm pretty good at with the horns. And then that then elevated to me doing little music in my house. I would press record on my little stereo, make the beat on the bed, start rapping, talk about some chick that I like or whatever. And then I show my brothers and sisters, they laugh at me or whatever. I'm like, man, my stuff nice. I make my little mixtape.
I know I'm good.
Have it in my little Walkman.
Yeah.
Go to school, show people, whatever. They're like, yeah. They're like, nah. It was trash, but I kept going with it. You feel me? Kept going with it. Yeah. But then I just got into basketball heavy, and then starting to play, do AAU teams, coaches approaching me. I didn't even know I was that good. I was just playing. Yeah. And then I got real serious with basketball. I had a partial scholarship with Illinois State, but that didn't go really my way. Shout out to Tim, that was the coach.
Okay. Back
in 2008. I mean, but it didn't go my way. So I did D-League stuff. I got a call back. Back then it was called the D-League. I got a call back from the Maine Red Claws. I think they changed their name now, and the Tulsa 76ers. Oh. And basically my call back when I was supposed to go for my second tryout, my brother got murdered in Chicago.
God dang. Jeez.
That messed me up. So I couldn't that mentally I couldn't go try out. So I just stopped balling. I just started sticking with the music. I was living in Philly at the time. I moved to Philly. Mm-hmm. Living out there, just started getting real serious with the music. And then, things just started, step by step, just going with the music and me getting a little buzz, making the connections, right. Touring with Gil and certain people like that. Building my relationship with Pop Tracks, Leon Huff, Gamble and Huff's son. You feel me? And just I just kept going with the music, doing Apollo, not getting booed. You feel me? Hold up. I did Apollo. I said if I get booed, I got a lot of work to do. If I don't get booed, then I'm winning something. I ain't get booed.
When did you do Apollo, bro?
I did Apollo, I want to say 2012, 2013, somewhere around in there.
How was that? Dang.
It was very interesting. It was mind blowing because I was just I seen little ads and I was like, dang, I used to watch this.
Right. All us, that was it.
Right. So I'm like, damn, I gotta try out. I gotta go do this. And this was right around the time my brother got murdered. So it was all right, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go for the tryout. Right. And it was only taking 300 contestants. I still got the videos and everything. So it was only taking 300 contestants. So I called my older brother. He drove me up there. Long story short, I get there. It's a line. I'm talking about around the corner, literally. So I get in the line. I'm like, something ain't right. Everybody can't just be waiting in line because I'm a little late. I was intending to be the first. So I said, I'm going to get out of the line. I'm going to just go to the door. Okay. Walk to the door. I literally got to the door. He was like, yo, God must be on your side because this literally the last number. Because I seen somebody walk in front of me. He gave him something. And then I come behind him. He like, God really must be on your side. This is literally the last number. I'm like, get out of here. He's like, you number 300. I'm like, ew.
No.
That's ill.
Dang.
And we jump in the car. We driving around New York. I'm just out the window. Yeah, I'm 300. Apollo, baby. I'm going to Apollo. What y'all talking about? James Brown did it. You feel me? Lauryn Hill, she got booed, but she Lauryn Hill. You feel me? I was out there hyped as hell. So it was a good feeling. And then I went on there. I lost third place to some chick. She sung Shaka Khan. So you can't beat Shaka Khan.
Third place though.
And you know what I mean? And it wasn't even that her voice took her, it was the band. And the band asked, I knew it because they was like, you want us to play for you? And now I was like, I want them to, because you know that live music is just it always hit.
Right.
And the song that I had, it would have been perfect, but I was just, stuck on, nah, this is the way I rehearsed it. We're going to do it the way I rehearsed it. And I was like, nah. And it was like, yo, you sound like Tupac. You sure you don't want us to play for it? Like, dang. I'm like, I should have played for it. But you know what I mean? It was all love. Everybody afterwards wanted to, you know what I mean, know about me and take interviews and everything. So it was a good turnout for me.
Wow.
I still took it as a win.
That's fire, bro. Like,
yeah.
I remember back in the day when Apollo was like one of them, you know Apollo?
No,
okay.
You talking about it, though.
Look.
You don't know about Apollo? Oh my gosh, bro.
Yo,
where you come from?
Look, Corr. Hold on. Okay, you were born when? What year were
I
you
was born in 1997.
He was born in 97.
That's why.
But bro, I remember. Did you rub your hands on the log like we?
What? A couple times. Elbows too. Talk about.
Look, let me explain them. Let me catch them up. So when you go to Apollo back in the day, first off, Apollo was like Black history. Like if you don't go look it up.
Okay.
But every artist that go up on the Apollo, whether you're an actor, a comedian, a saint, anything, you go up there, you rub the log, then you be like, yeah, that's like the blessing. Like you christening the stage when you rub
cool.
that log. Exactly. Steve Harvey, that's where he started.
Really?
He was like the
Okay.
A few comedians actually.
Yeah, it was a few.
I've heard of it though. I just didn't know it was that important. That's cool.
Yes, it's very
Followers.
So
it's legendary.
So you say you from Chicago.
Honestly, man, I consider myself to be everywhere, but Chicago is just it's home. Like it's where I started at. You feel me? I was born in Kankakee, Illinois, which is like an hour away from Chicago.
Say it again. What?
Kankakee, Illinois.
Kankakee, Illinois.
Kankakee, Illinois. I was born in Kankakee, Illinois. Came to Chicago. Then from Chicago, we moved to Milwaukee. From Milwaukee, we moved to Philly. From Philly, we moved to Jersey. From Jersey, we moved back to Chicago.
So okay. Tell me about Milwaukee, cause I got a dude. It's like a young boy on TikTok. Every time I post a beat, he be like, "Yeah, I got something for that." Cuz he put something on there, post it. He be rapping, and I was like, "Yo, where you from?" Like he fine with it. He's like Milwaukee, so I was like, "Where is that?" I seen it on what Bill
Midwest. It's probably like 2 hours or an hour and change, depending on how you drive. Maybe an hour and change from Chicago, but it's the Midwest. It's in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, so is it hoods there?
Hell yeah. Milwaukee get busy.
Hell yeah.
Look, the thing about Milwaukee is, I feel like only downtown gets the money put into it.
Oh, okay.
Once you leave the downtown area, you really start to see the change and the difference of how people live. You go to the outskirts that ain't Milwaukee, like West Dallas and certain places like that, you start to see the difference. Milwaukee is like really ran down. So it's like the Wild West. They get busy out there.
Okay. Okay.
They get busy out
there. Look, so that put me on high alert because I'm already on the no-fly zone of Detroit. They robbed the shit out of me when I went to Detroit.
I just got invited to go to Detroit too. It's crazy.
Hey,
that was the welcome.
Don't have no bags. No bags.
Oh, no, we was gonna be good.
Okay. Well, see, you're a little
good.
bit more connected to me.
You were not aware.
We good.
You're a little bit. Look, I go to Detroit talking about that Eminem shit. They be like, okay, yeah, all right.
You got hit with the welcoming party then.
Yo. But let's see where I wanted to go. I wanted to hit on, of course, everybody's gonna watch the pod. They'll know the face from Snowfall, right? So let's talk about how you got the part, right? Let's start there, and then let's talk about how you had to develop the character. I think Sean had some stuff too to ask, but how you got the show, how you start to develop the character.
Well, I got on the show season 3, and because of rest in peace, his soul, John Singleton. John Singleton and his cousin actually put me on to the show. I met John a couple times through my sister Taraji or whatever.
Okay.
And just him being cool, and I'm just not one of those dudes to be all over nothing. My wife actually brought it to his attention one time when he was in Chicago. I was on some other set. I think I was on like Chicago PD filming or something like that. And John was on the Empire set or whatever. And my wife was like, my husband you met, he act or whatever. He's actually filming right now. So she FaceTimed me, whatever. We got on the FaceTime. He like, yeah, I remember you. We chopped it up. He was like, I might got something for you. I'm like, all right, cool. Hang up. Next thing you know, probably like a few months later, I'm in LA. They're like, yo, pull up to where we at. They was at the writer's room or whatever.
Okay.
Pull up, I chop it up with him. We talk or whatever, have lunch or whatever. Then cut to audition come. I'm like, yo, I got the audition. Go in there. I killed the audition. Like literally, as soon as I left the audition, probably like an hour later, my agent was calling me. Yo, they want you. And this was supposed to be for one day. I was supposed to only do the role for one day.
Wow.
Dang.
John was on the set with me and DeAndre. Me and DeAndre are the last 2 people that John personally brought into this show. DeAndre Bonds, he played Stacy on the Wood. He played a bunch of different characters. A legend. That's my brother. Dope actor. Dope person overall. And John brought us both in. And the last time John was on set for season 3, this is when our characters were introduced. And, he was in there dancing to the music and all of that. So while we were filming this, John, he was like, yo, after we cut, he was like, this is going to be the most memorable scene of this whole episode. Yo. He was like, trust me. He was like, y'all going to stand out great. Y'all going to stand out great. And sure enough, here we are. I'm on season 5. You feel me? Like I was only supposed to do 1 episode, and I'm still on there. They still write me in, so I'm blessed. But yeah, the audition came like that. I went in there, I killed it, got the call.
Got the call. That's my question. So were you just doing like, any gig that you were interested in, and then just bam, Snowfall? Because we said he was an Empire, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's an Empire too.
Dang.
Yeah.
But you said,
and that was my first actor role ever. You said what?
Man, get the hell out of here, bro. No.
What you say? I hear you.
That was your first?
What, Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first role ever.
Dang. So you just hit
right
and just kept going.
Okay, nah. I can't go with that, bro.
That's cool.
I can't skate with that, bro. No, bro. So before that, were you in any acting roles like local stuff or?
I was rapping and I was trapping. I was in and out of jail. I was and all that. You feel me? And then Yaz, who plays Hakeem,
right?
It's like my cousin. So you feel me? That's family.
Oh, okay.
So both of us being in Philly, I'm buzzing on my little street rap stuff and hustling or whatever. And I'm doing my thing. But he buzzing on a whole nother level because he got a whole big barrage show and dances and you feel me? So he's killing it out there. So his buzz was bananas. His was here. Mine was like right there. I'm on my way.
I got you.
Feel me? So as I'm coming up or whatever, and we just, you know what I mean, we just always in the studio together. So it's like, yo, he like, bro, bro, I'm about to do this acting stuff. I'm like, word. I'm like, do that.
Yo,
like, do it.
Cool.
TV money where the money is. I said, do that.
But bro, that's a blessing. So the whole family was able to get, well, not whole family, but your immediate, who you were with, was able to get in that space to make a living off of acting. It
was because of Yaz.
Wow.
Yaz took the role. He then brought me in. He didn't have to bring me in. He could have brought anybody in. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But he brought me in. You feel me? Me being from here, from Chicago, and them filming in Chicago, it was like a no-brainer. Plus, I'm connected.
But okay, so wrapping up the part of, you know, how you got into acting, all that stuff. What was was it a specific like moment in the Empire that, like, was any jewels drop? The Terrence, Taraji, anybody drop any extra jewels for you?
Jewels was always been dropped.
Okay.
All right, so this one scene that I had, my first scene I filmed was, I come down, I mess up the press conference with Patti LaBelle, Terrence, and all of them. They all up there, Yaz and everybody. So I'm nervous or whatever. So we going through rehearsals and everything. And I'm like, when I first got the role, they just told me about the rap part. I was like, man, I'm about to eat this shit alive, nigga. This is a breeze. Rapping. So it was a battle thing. And, you know, I used to battle, you know what I mean? When I first moved to the East Coast, that's when I learned about the battle shit, because we wasn't really doing that shit in Chicago. So when I went to the East Coast, the battle shit was becoming big and all of that. So I did the battle stuff already. Okay. So first scene, we in rehearsals. I'm looking, I'm come on set. I'm like, damn, they got Jennifer Hudson here and the Patti LaBelle and Terrence Howard. I didn't know I was going to do this scene with all these fucking people. So we going through the lines and I'm stumbling over my lines. I'm like, shit. So Debbie Allen, legend, you know what I mean? Debbie Allen, she's directing. So she's like, all right, so, you know, go through it. Let's do it again. You know what I mean? First time they didn't say nothing, I messed up. So let's do it again. Let's get comfortable, whatever she said. So I'm getting comfortable. I mess up again. So Terrence, as soon as I mess up again, Terrence like, somebody, Jerome, get this nigga the fuck out of here. Get him out of here. Somebody get him up out of here. What the hell is going on? So I'm pissed off. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, I didn't say that to him, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? So I'm like, you know what? So see my face. He see it all in my face. Like, I'm ready to, I'm ready to beat dude up. So he's like, yo, just walk it off. So I walk off. I go in the bathroom. I call my homie. I'm like, bro, man, I'm about to beat this nigga up. He like, who are you talking about? I'm like, Terrence Howard. He like, I'm like, cuz, dog, you over here talking about get him the fuck out of here and all this Jerome shit. Who the fuck is Jerome? Ain't even nobody's character named Jerome on the set. So he like, bro, chill. He was like, how you messing up your lines? I'm like, bro. I was like, I don't know how I'm messing up. He's like, bro, you've been asking for this all these years, talking all this, and then you messing up? Come on now, bro. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, you're right. So I get out there, I go back out there. So I'm by myself, you know what I mean? Trying to calm down and try not to be in my head. Like, all right, he don't really want to fight. You know what I mean?
Right,
like, maybe he just like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So Malik Yoba and him walk up on me, and Terrence just chewing his gum all loud, talking. He's just looking at me, he like grilling me up and down, just chewing gum. And Yoba like, you see how he's saying something to you without saying nothing to you? I'm like, bro, you're not saying nothing to me. He's standing there grilling me. So he like, nah, he's saying something to you without saying nothing to you. He was like, the energy he's bringing to you just with him standing there looking at you is saying something to you without him saying a word to you. He was like, that's the energy you got to bring to the set. He was like, him going off on you or saying whatever he said to you earlier is to get you pissed off. He was like, if you're pissed off, I was like, I am pissed off. He was like, right. Now use that pissed off for the character. I was like, okay, I feel what you're saying. He was like, you get me? I was like, yeah, I get you. So, you know what I mean? It was a couple of those moments, but you know what I mean? Terrence, the OG, I was just talking to him yesterday. I mean, so it's a lot of jewels and a lot of moments that me and Terrence personally had, even in the studio.
Like him showing me how to play the guitar. You know what I mean? Like
for real?
The first few lessons on how to actually get the guitar. Like at that time, I didn't have a guitar, but I got a guitar now. But I remember when he showed me, you feel me? And I'm just, keep continuing those strings and those lessons, and I'm getting it. You feel me? So it was a bunch of stuff. He's a very, very brilliant person. He talks about stuff that is like not for the average mind to actually grasp and comprehend. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a book that talks about how gravity isn't really real. It's a bunch of stuff that Terrence and I talked about, and it's like I'm grateful that I was in his presence.
I like this guy.
And able to meet him and get those conversations with him.
Hold up, bro. So Terrence could go that introspective on just wow.
He's very, he was a what is it, a science engineer major or something like that. Like
I didn't know that.
He's really deep into the science. Like it's like, man, the book. It's a book that he got. I don't know if it's available or not. But I had it. I had a copy of it. Don't tell me. Well, I ain't telling nobody I got it.
Look, you can't give him no. But everybody got to bootleg everything.
Oh no. He actually gave me. He
gave it to you.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's deep, yo. It's really deep, and it's like not many people are on that plane or on that level of understanding that. You know what I mean? Like, and when he first talked about it back then, everybody was just like laughing at him, like, yo, this man is crazy. Okay. But he's not. He's a genius. It's like he's a genius. I used to walk past his trailer, and he would be like building like these origami-ish type buildings, bro. Like it was like
wow,
bro. It was glass. It was dope as hell. Like
Terrence Howard was doing it. Terrence Howard.
Yes, smart as hell, cool as hell.
This dude was a sage.
I thought he was an asshole at first, but the man's cool as hell. Funny as hell.
That's dope. Okay. I got a few questions about like the family perspective, and then I want you to buzz anything that you got coming, anything that you got going so far. But right now, okay, so how is the dynamic with the family? Because how many kids you got, bro?
In the total kids, we got 8 kids.
8 kids. I got
8.
I got 2 and be like, yeah, I'm done. I'd be like, yo, that's why he left.
I have 6 that I had, and then my wife had 2.
Okay.
We're a blended family. My wife been in the industry, before me, longer than me. And, you know what I mean? She's a legend in her field. She does makeup. She's a makeup artist or whatever.
That's dope.
And, work with all the people, Diddy, Rihanna, Alicia Keys, Taraji, so on and so forth. The list goes on. Michael Jordan, all types of people.
I didn't know that.
I mean, her work ethic is also, it lets me also see not just a woman's work ethic, but also just, you know what I mean? When you really want to get it done, you got to get it done. Like learning from Diddy, her telling me that she learned from Diddy was all I needed to know. Okay. So I see Diddy's work ethic through her. Type, you know what I mean? That's where she gets it from. Up all night. I do the up all night stuff in the studio and all that, right? Yeah. And all that. But it's different when you're doing business and the intricate stuff and you know what I mean? Like it's a really different ball game. So me just watching her elevate and grow and just doing certain things, it's like, yo, like I gotta really get on my stuff because she actually me transitioning from the streets to the legal world. It was a very, very hard transition. You feel me? So it was like I gotta really get myself right because I can't react how I would in the streets if somebody don't pay me my bread or you know what I mean, I gotta learn these net 60s, net 90s. And, you feel me? So I gotta learn all of this, and she's been showing me the game pretty much. You feel me? Even Yaz was showing me the game when he brought me in. He was showing me certain stuff, how I handle my bookings and how I handle this, and you know what I mean, how I negotiate. You feel me? The all-in procedures and all of that. So everybody I've been around, I learn from. I'm one of those people. I'm very quiet and I observe. But when I get comfortable with you, you know what I mean? I'm myself. You know what I mean? I'm a goofy guy. I like to laugh, whatever. Even if I don't know you, I'm gonna make you laugh or whatever. That's me. But overall, when it's business, that atmosphere and everything, I'm like a fly on the wall, and I'm sucking everything in like a sponge. Yeah. So I learn what not to do, and I will learn what to do and when to do it.
Dude, so okay. When it came to you learning from her and learning from other people, did you ever have an ego where you were like, shit, I know how to do this, and that? Because I know for me, I can't say I had an ego. I was kind of like you when I first got in. I was like, yeah, I need to learn from everybody. So I would see Havoc do a meeting. I see how 50 move around when we were doing the G Unit stuff, and I was just like, okay, that's how that go. But then, you know, you need that bread, and it's like, okay, you said you want to get this beat, but you know, it's been about 6 months. Like, what y'all doing? So was it any part of that process where you had to kind of drop the ego, or did you have any ego?
First coming in, when I first came into this industry on like another level was when I started touring with Yaz.
Okay.
First year of touring with Yaz, I didn't get paid at all. So it was never an ego.
Gotcha.
I was just grateful for the opportunity, being around the people I was coming around, the legends, learning the game, learning touring. I mean, I was a roadie, carrying boxes and all that. I wasn't getting paid. I was even hype man. You feel me?
Gotcha.
I had multiple different roles, security here and there, assistant. You feel me? All types of roles, and I was, you know what I mean? It became, like you said, when the money aspect comes in, and you've been there after a year or so, then it's like, okay, well, I'm not getting paid, and I wasn't getting paid what I was supposed to get paid because I didn't know
the business,
the scale. I didn't know, you know what I mean, what per diem was.
Yeah,
you feel me? I didn't know none of that stuff, so I was pretty much getting shitted on.
Yeah.
It wasn't directly through him. It was the person that was handling the payroll. So me getting to learn certain stuff, and my wife put me on certain stuff, like, yo, you didn't get your per diem. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, you feel me? She's like, oh, no, babe. No, we gotta, and that's what I've always been big on. Like, I always wanted to learn the business because I never wanted to be one of those artists or one of those people that got TLC pretty much.
Yep.
You feel me? I want to make sure my business is correct. I want to know what I need to read and the language that they use or whatever it is, so this don't happen to me. And I'm glad I took that route of going on the tour for a year. I wasn't even worried about getting paid for that year. I was just happy for the whole thing. And then as things came in the second year, third year, you feel me? And I got more roles, and I became your assistant full on. You feel me? It was like, all right, now things is different. Yeah. And then it was like, I'm not trying to be nobody assistant. Right. I need to actually be the artist and the person that I set out to be and want to be.
Right.
So when I started to focus more on myself, you know, it became more of an issue and a problem. But you feel me? Me learning a lot of different things, just, you know what I mean, just off the whim of it. I never had an ego with anybody. You know what I mean? It never starts off like an ego. It's never an ego attached for me.
That's good.
It's just more. My bad. What you said?
No, I said that's good. Like I know it's one situation that I'm going through right now, and I kind of cussed them out on the. I was on the live and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna say this live because I'm mad toxic right now. But you know how street niggas kind of go, and when you try to introduce them to, like I said, it's for me, it's the podcast lane, and it's the level of professionalism. Like we say we're gonna record for an hour, 30 minutes, and we say we're gonna show up at 10. Permissible is coming at 10 minutes late, right. Maybe 15 minutes at the latest. But you come in 30 minutes late. You have no concept. You have no nothing. And I'm backing you. I'm like, yo, I know you in the street. I know you do what you do. I'm trying to help you pull all of this over to legal money. And right. And you shit on me? Oh, it's
Oh yeah, it become a different issue.
Yeah, and that's
become a different issue.
Now I'm just like, okay, I got you.
And that kind of happened with me and my cousin. You feel me? And it wasn't even with money. It was more so people being in your ear. You know what I mean? When you at a certain level in this industry, and you become. Like once he did the new edition shit, and you know what I mean, he was doing multiple different things. He became bigger.
Right.
You got everybody claiming that they love you, out for you, whatever.
Right.
And sometimes you tend to go into listening and believing these people versus really checking the character of the person they're talking about.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? So it became a bad situation where we just, you know what I mean, we split our ways for a good year or two, and then, you know what I mean, we came back, you know what I mean, had to have that conversation, apologies and everything else, but it happens, you know what I mean? Otherwise, if you don't check it, it will continue to happen. And
Exactly.
people can feel like they can continue to do whatever they want.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm not one of those guys.
Look, I saw him on the. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but I saw him with some nice pieces, and I was like, yeah, he one of them. So that's good.
What happened? What you talking about?
No, you know what I'm talking about. When I saw you on the ground, I was like, hey, bro, I was like, I just got me one too. You like, yeah, I got a couple of. Okay. But
hey, you can never have too many of those.
Hey, what I think even in that is that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
On the safety side of things and the climate of the politics and all the bullshit. Like it's different. That's a whole nother conversation. Right now we gonna keep it light. What all you got coming up next? If it's something that you want to buzz, is it something that you offering people? Where can they reach you? All that good stuff.
Right now, as far as things that I got coming up, I've been working on my own TV show, scripts.
Yo.
So I got some things in the work with that. Just, you know what I mean? I got a couple new roles that's in the works right now. So I don't want to say nothing. You know, I want everything, all the ink to dry up real quick. I've been producing my own beats and stuff like that. So I've been just, you know, getting together, me working on my album, produce everything by me and things like that. Just been dealing with a lot of family stuff. So I just been kind of like falling back on the music stuff and just real deep into the acting stuff. You know what I mean? It's working me so much right now that it's like, you know what I mean, keeping my mind off of everything. So I'm real deep into the acting world and the script world right now. And a lot of great things that's coming with that. So I'm excited about the new things, the new ventures that I have and the new relationships I'm building. So
sweet.
Right on.
But everybody can find me at Corr Kendricks. That's CORR Kendricks. You'll not spell Kendricks. Something wrong with you. You know what I mean? So you look me up. You feel me? I come from legendary people. Eddie Kendricks. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just got word that Shaka Khan may be my cousin. So we're gonna fact check that. You feel me? But that's what I just been told. You feel me? It's crazy when somebody in your family passes. You tend to find out a lot of family history.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
so
I'm gonna say this, and I say it live on the pod, bro. Like, I know what it's like to lose a family member like that. That was, I don't know, you know, where you were with your father, but lose somebody that has a big influence. Like my grandmother got me into music, period. And the way I process stuff is, I'm a funny man. You know, we was at the funeral. And I'm joking on the preacher that's doing the stuff, and that's me. You know, that's how I process it. But if you ever need somebody to hit up, bro, holla at me, dog. I'm here.
I appreciate you, bro.
For real.
And that's how I get through things too. I like to laugh a lot. I mean, I've been through a lot of hurt, pain, and just a lot of stuff throughout life anyway. So laughing and joking, that definitely get me by. It makes the soul feel good.
Yeah. So,
and my dad, not to go any longer, but my dad, he was incarcerated since I was 2 years old, right?
Okay.
He got out first year at Empire, right after I did the role.
Wow.
And then I had 7 years with him. You know what I mean? 7 is the number of God. 7 years with him. He passed a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And the numbers I be looking at, he got locked up when I was 2. My favorite number is 22. He did 22 years. He passed the year of 22. And I had 7 years with him. So that's definitely God. Unexplainable. The things that I learned from him in that short period of time. Amazing. You feel me? The time that we had, I can't, you know what I mean? And, yeah, I wanted more, obviously, but you know, what I
Right.
mean, you can't get it. But at the end of the day, the legacy definitely lives on,
Yep.
and you definitely inspired me with the music and everything. You feel me? So
You know,
I'm gonna just.
go ahead. What you think?
Oh no, I said I'm gonna just keep pushing.
Yeah,
Good.
and I mean, bruh, even having that perspective, like I know a lot of my family, they don't really look at it like that. It's like all loss. But for me, I'm like, yo, this lady got me in the music. I'm still doing
Right.
this at 38. My kids are now starting to do music. Once I'm done, what she taught me, they're still gonna have.
Yeah, it's like a way to honor them.
Yeah.
And keep going on. Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
So I love the perspective, bruh. I don't know when you coming to Atlanta, but you know, I don't hit the strip clubs up. You know, that's it. That
I don't
ain't
even like the strip club.
okay. Yeah, that ain't my thing. That ain't my thing. But
Nah.
if y'all want to link up, holla at me. I'm sure the missus will love that.
Yeah.
You know. And just
Yeah, I
holla
think
at
I'll
me.
be out there. I think I may be out there. October. We'll talk. We'll talk. I'm gonna text you.
Just holla at me, bro. All right.
All right,
Appreciate
brother, I
you.
appreciate you, man.
All right. Likewise, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Corr Kendricks, everybody.
Dude, talk about life experience.
Yo,